My top 3 mistakes from my time in college. The first one is that I became extremely unidimensional. When I was going through my computer engineering degree, I became so obsessed with the idea of being the best engineer I could that I based my entire identity around that. Essentially, the only things I would talk about or I would be doing at any point was studying, going to the gym, or spending time with my girlfriend. And although it gave me pretty good results in those areas, obviously because that's where all my focus and energy were going to, I feel I ended up missing out on a lot because whenever I found myself on social settings with my friends or going out with my girlfriend, it was hard for me to find things to talk about because I made myself way too unrelatable because of my tunnel vision. And I believe this led me to miss out on the experience because in life, you can't really just be all about one thing. You have to be able to talk about different things. You have to be interesting. You do have to be fit, but you also have to be smart. You have to be charismatic, be able to go out, be able to talk about music, a little bit about, be aware of what's trending in pop culture, like what series are popular. You have to be able to talk whole different conversations because when you go out at night, and you sit down at the table having drinks, you don't really start talking about transistors, electrons, like how to calculate the voltage between these nodes, etc., etc. You don't, right? You talk about things that are relevant, especially when you're a student, that there's a lot going on. You have more free time versus when you're working, and that's definitely one regret I have. Second one is that I did not make an effort to push my comfort zone. I know now my mindset has completely changed, but at the time, especially when it came to the job fair or social clubs, I thought I was better than all that, and I didn't participate in anything because I thought that was all just a waste of time. And I still believe to a certain degree it is, but at the time, had I approached it with a different mindset, thinking more of the opportunities that I could have had, maybe to network, maybe to cultivate a strong social circle, I would have participated instead of just being arrogant and thinking that, that I was above all that. And I believe that actually did lead me to not build strong friendships that carried over after I graduated because I was in my peak lone wolf phase during college. So definitely that would be my second regret. And my third regret is not joining the powerlifting team for my school. Before I started college, I used to play football like growing up. And I'm not a big dude, I'm not 6 foot or whatever, but I've always been pretty athletic, pretty fast, pretty strong for my size. And I wanted to try out the powerlifting team, but I was, again, the arrogance of younger Johnny, thinking that, okay, I need to focus on engineering, go all in. Engineering is going to make me money. I'm not going to be a pro athlete. Let me just focus on engineering because I was just like focused on that idea. Just like, I don't know, because I thought at the time that was going to give me more status or whatever. I don't know. But I had chances to actually try out and practice with the team, and I did. But I never formally went through the process to actually try out to become a member of the team. And I could have done it. I was doing all that in the gym during my regular sessions, like squatting, doing power cleans, clean and jerk, snatches, everything. Essentially, I could have competed in. So there's a competition back in Puerto Rico where all the universities compete against one another, like similar to like the conferences here in the US. And I regret not participating, even if it was just for 1 year, to see if I could have, how far I would have gone, because I'm very competitive, and I feel like I wasn't true to myself at that time. I should have done it. That's definitely something that if I could go back, I would definitely change. Those are my top 3 regrets. Obviously, college is a period of time where there's a lot of highs, a lot of lows, and I could keep talking about it all night. But for now, we're going to stick with these 3. These are, I would say, the ones that that have a bigger contrast to the way I think now, which is why I picked them. And as always, I hope you found that valuable or interesting. Let me know if you have a similar experience or you regret some of the similar things that I went through. And if you do, feel free to share the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.